Let's learn together. Let's get silly. Yeah.
We're back. Cool. So today I want to try the new AI agents. Have a new camera, I'm going to try it out. Got a new microphone. You can't see it, but it's sort of behind here. It's green screened. Is the sound okay? Does it sound good to you? Hope so. We'll see. Well, in any case, I want to try out the new AI agents. I want to see how it works. I did try it out a little bit, but it's so much to learn. And today I want to set up a simple integration and see if I can make the AI agent trigger a flow and get some results back. That's what we're going to do. So I have to also set up the integration very quickly and, do everything from scratch. And as I don't really know this, you'll learn it with me. I'll learn it with you. That's how it works, right? Community. I love it. Let's see. Okay, so I have an API here. This is basically a Norwegian API that allows me to look up a car registration number. Maybe if someone is parked outside my house and I need to know some information. Or maybe a more logical use case is that I want to buy a car and I have the registration number and I want to have some details about the car. In any case, it was a free API and available to me, so I wanted to try it out. So I'm going to have this little key up here somewhere, and I have this. Let's quickly set up the integration. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. Some people told me, maybe you should just make the integration first and then people don't need to look at everything you do, then go straight to the agents, right? I don't think that's a good idea. I think we should look at every step of a process and see if we can do it in fairly short amount of time. Let's make does it trigger a flow? Is it a flow? Let's quickly go to AI agents and see what we can do. I'm going to create something. Because I'm not sure if it's going to be able to trigger a flow, or is it a subflow, or is it an action? We should absolutely have a look. So let's look here. If I'm going to make a new one, the use case. Okay. Doesn't matter. I just want to look at the tools. This is not the right place. Let's go back and go to agents. We'll come back to this later. I just really fast need to see what kind of flow I need to make. So tools, right? Come on. Car data retrieval agent, and this one needs description what your AI agent can do, and I'm going to use AI assist for this. Now assist. Okay. Create an AI agent that gets a car registration number as input and looks up the car details from an external API. The agent should report back with the data returned from the API. Generate. This is actually quite cool. When you do this, it will sort of create a description for you, which is a little bit more detailed than what I said. Let's see what it says. This AI agent is designed to look at car details from an external API using a car registration number as input. That's what I said. It is intended for users who need quick and easy access to detailed car information such as vehicle, make, model, year, and other relevant details. I think that's actually quite accurate. So, and then it actually helps us to instruct the agent with some steps. And this is the important part of the description to the language model. So the role is the car details lookup agent is responsible for retrieving detailed information about a car based on its registration number. It interacts with an external API to fetch the required data and reports back with the result, providing users with accurate and up-to-date information about the car. Good. This is the system prompt, and then it's the user prompt to do these steps. So you would normally do it this way with instructions, making it steps. It will absolutely follow your steps. Accept car registration numbers input, interact with an external API to fetch car details. We are going to make this. Parse the API response to extract relevant car details, report back with the fetched car details, handle errors and exceptions that may occur during API interaction or data parsing. Sure, maybe we need to change this later, but at the moment this is fine. Let's go ahead and look at the tools. This is what I wanted to look at. So you can ask it to recommend tools, and it will look at the built-in tools or any tool that you make. And this is what I wanted to know. So a flow action. Okay, so it's a flow action. Get details of change request. Okay, not sure if it's going to be a change request yet. It's not going to be a change request at all. It will be evoked in the beginning to get details of current change request. All right, we're not going to use that one. Script, get related records. Yeah, we might need that one. And get details of an incident. Yeah, actually, to make this proof of concept simple, I'm going to use the incident table, even though it might not be an incident. Let's just say it was an issue with my parking permit system. Let's say there's a system that looks for maybe when I visit my office, I need to register my car, and there's an issue with my registration of the car. That's why it's an incident. Let's pretend. So get details of incident. Let's add this. And actually now I know it's going to ask for flow action. That means I can make a flow action. I'm going to do that right now. Action. Oh, yeah. So new action. This is fun. New stuff is fun, right? Okay. If I'm babbling and not making sense and making mistakes, just know that this is not scripted. I'm just trying to learn, and for me it's easier to just do stuff, figure it out as I go, make mistakes, and talk while I'm doing it. Action name. Let's call this car. Get car data, for example. It's called the AutoSys API. And get the details based on the car registration number. Yeah, whatever. Don't bug me. I don't need to scope this for proof of concept, do I? Inputs. So we know already it's a registration number. It's what's on the plate on the car, And we always need that, right? That's all we need. All right, let's do a REST call. Right, so we need to REST this one, and this one doesn't actually take credentials. So you need to just get a API key, and I have that already, and I place that in my system properties. And as long as I have that, I can make about 50 calls to this API every hour. So let's try that. I need to find the URL. Didn't I write that down? I think resource path. Basically, I'm gonna go with inline just for now. Base URL is basically this part. And I'm going to do. So this is like the demo number. I'm not sure if this is a real number. We'll try it out, actually. I'll just leave it. I'm going to put in the input registration number right here. Yeah. And then we need a header which has the key. So I'm not sure if I need to. Do I need to have a script step to get my system property? I think I might need that. I think so. Yeah, let's do it. That's easy, right? We'll just call this get API key from system properties. And we'll just we'll just, hold on. Oops. Need an output, which is the API key. We always need the API key. All right, so scripting this is one-liner. Outputs API key is, oops, there we go. Get property, and I call it, I'm gonna look in top here. Do you see it now? Let's see. No. Hello, autosys API. All right, so we're going to take this from the system properties and feed it to the output, and it's down there. Good. Now we can feed in the header information, which will give me access to do this. And it's called this, and we'll do the get API key. So that will allow us to do this, and most likely we need the accept. Isn't that what it's called? JSON or application JSON. And are we sending anything? No, it's just a get with no data, because the data is in here in the URL. All right, we'll see if that works. I'm guessing, you know, it's fun. It's fun to just try out things. I like experimenting. Do you like it? Comment below. I don't think this, I'm not sure if this is gonna be a YouTube video. Oh well, comment below. That's what people say. And yeah, then we have the output. We'll create an output, and it's going to be car data. Always need car data. And it is going to be the REST response body. I think that's gonna be cool. Save, and we're gonna try it out. The example was EB11111. Oops, EB11111. I'm not sure if this is a real car. Let's figure it out. Let's see what happens, and then we'll see if it works at least. If it doesn't work, we'll fix it. Oh, actually it did work. Look. Oh, here's a lot of stuff. This is Norwegian though, but I can explain a few things. It says registration time, when it was registering, type of car, has some codes, when it was first registered. Does this say a type? Say a brand? Would be cool if you did. It says a lot of things. It says what kind of brakes, ABS type true. It has a lot of stuff in here. Look at this. This is cool. Producer. Producent producer. Where's the producer? Do you see the type? Do you see the name of the producer anywhere? I don't know. It's an electric type. Okay, cool. Electric. Oh well, you know, it might be in here somewhere. It would be cool to see if it was, you know, if it was a Volvo or something. We'll have the agent figured out. Okay, so we have a functioning action. So I think that took about 10 minutes to make that integration. For people who are new to ServiceNow and try to avoid difficult things, this is an integration that wasn't difficult at all. I was just basing my work out of the documentation of the API, and I just fill that in. And as soon as you've done this once or twice, you know, it's the same thing every time. You just feed in the data you need, and there's some levels of difficulties, at least when it comes to some types of authorizations and stuff, but it doesn't take long. Okay, let's move on. We have the integration. So in here, we have to actually add a tool. How do we add? Here we go, add tool. Flow action. There we go. There's so much cool stuff here. So much cool stuff. Maybe I should make a video looking at all the tools. Let me know. But for now, flow action. The name is get car data, right? AI instruction. Send the car registration number as input for the flow and retrieve all data. I guess that's that what it wants. Help the best situation to use this tool. Ask Jason. Yeah. Okay, it's get car data. It's supervised or autonomous. So the thing is that if you put it to autonomous, you are not expecting the agent to have a discussion with you on this matter, like ask you questions. Sometimes you're not sure if you have all the data and you need some input from the user. But in this case, we will just pass data and get some stuff back. I'm gonna set it to autonomous. Display the output. This will dictate if the output of this tool displays in the channel to the end user. That's gonna be a JSON blob. So I don't think they need that. I'm gonna say no. If we need to debug this, we'll put it to yes and see what comes back. Output transformation strategy. Convert tool output to a more readable plain text format. Sure. Concise, paraphrase, verbose. Paraphrase. See, so many options to try out. Maybe we should try concise. Let's try that next time. Here we go. For now. Also, when I tried this out the first time, I told the agent, write some details in the work notes, and it didn't know how to do that. So I needed to make a tool that wrote to the work notes. So the agent is more or less a language model that understands stuff and can connect to ServiceNow, but the connections in ServiceNow, sometimes you need to add as tools, or that's what you have to do. Save. Availability is active, including analysis panel turn off. That's fine. Save and test. Let's try this out. We might need to make like an incident. Yeah, we're gonna make an incident. And don't give me issues about, that's not a real incident or whatever. This is just for figuring out how the agent works. I don't really care. And neither should you. If you want to learn something, stop thinking about all the details. Now we're focusing, right? Focus. Watching. Incident. Not sure how to formulate this incident. I'll just make something up. Enable tutor is going to be a caller, sends an email. It's going to say, get my car details for, what was it? 11111. I need help. I need help to figure out my car brand, my brakes type, car type, and everything else. Let's just see if the agent actually listens to this one. This guy, Abel. All right, will this work? I don't know. Save it. See what happens. And let's see if it. I'm not sure. But I'm sorry. I don't have access to personal data about customers. Whose detail about the card? What? Oh, yeah. Sure. So let's go back to the agent. It didn't trigger because I didn't say what the trigger was. I think maybe I need to make a use case. So the agent is just an agent. Need to connect it to a use case, right? So this is just an agent. Is not at work. We need to put it to work. Isn't that the slogan these days? Put AI to work. Let's put AI to work. Let's make a use case. Here we go. And use now assist. Create an agentic AI use case where a user our user needs information about his car details based on information in an incident. The agent is using a tool which uses a flow. The flow integrates against an API with all the data. Let's see what happens. Car details agent. This AI agent retrieves car details from an incident using a flow, integrates blah blah. Identify the incident requiring car details. That's the one we didn't have. Access the flow integrated with the API containing car data. Retrieve car details from the API using the flow and present the retrieved car details to the user. That's pretty much what we want, right? And then we need to add the agent. It's called the car details lookup agent. Add. You can have more agents if you want to have like complex cases. This is not that complex, but we could make a use case that has 10 agents doing all sorts of stuff and they work together and report back. But for the time being, we just need this. Suggested, no, we know it's this one. Save and continue, and then the trigger. So this is where we needed to tell it to look at the incidents. So it's going to be on created or update. I'm going to say created or updated now because I'm going to try to use the same incident. Trigger name is incident with car details needed as part of the incident, let's say. Table incident. Yep. Conditions. So you have to have a condition. We'll do this very easy. We'll say that it's active is true. Yeah. Run as the caller. Help me resolve this number. Yep. Add. Go. Cool. Save and continue. Display analysis. So display AI agent output and analysis panel. For now, no, not gonna do that. Maybe later, not now. Okay, we can try it out. We can take the same incident here. This is the number. Yeah. And I'm going to feed it here. Oops. That's it. Use case for this incident. Start the test. This is cool. So this tool will show us the thought process that the language model is going through on the side here. I'm gonna have a look. Hope my face won't be in the way. I'll try to scroll around if that is the case. Please provide a car registration number to fetch the details. All right, it's what was it? EB11111. Wow. Let's open this. So here it will tell us, the mission requires retrieving details of the incident associated with this incident, blah, blah, blah. First step in the predefined directives is to accept the car registration number as input. Since no car registration number is provided in the memory or scratch pad, I need to use the fallback. All right, so the fallback is to ask. The next step involves fetching details of the incident. Is it okay to proceed? Sure. And it's going to say I need to collect the car registration from the user. Yeah, here we go. Action, input, recent, value. So it's going through this. Oh, it's looping, I think. It's looping. Not working. It says. Oh, but it did work. Look at this. The data includes information about the vehicle's registration, technical specifications, dimensions, manufacturer, blah, blah, blah. The car is identified as an Audi e-tron with a registration number. This and that. The vehicle is classified as a passenger car with a body type of a station wagon. It has a total of 5 seats, 4 side doors, is equipped with an automatic transmission. Has everything. This is great. I'm not sure if this silly agent is a bit stupid. Might be the case. But here's the output. So the output is the JSON, and it just went through it and picked out all the stuff in a nice summary for me. This is actually great. So, you could maybe make an application that if you have like the step up on the counter and then say, I need some parking permit for my car, you just give the registration number, and it just gets the data, and it sends that data to the, you know, the security guards, whatever. So they say, oh, the red Audi is fine to park, and this is registration number. The owner is this guy, and he registered like 5 minutes ago, so he has 2 hours more time, whatever. Yeah, but this looks actually fine. This looks good. Looks good. Not sure why it's doing this thing though, but that's fine. Let's stop doing this and let's go back and see if we can have it write the details in the work notes. So let's go to the agent, go to the car details, look up agent, and we're going to add 6. Write a summary about the car data in work notes. That's all we need. It's not all we need, but it's what we need for the instructions. But then I know for a fact we need a tool. I'm going to just, because I'm very fast coder, I'm gonna make a script. Could probably use, let me show you. I could probably use this record operation, but it's gonna be a script for now. Write work notes to the incident. Here, add a description to help understand the best situation to use this tool. Write a summary of the API response in the work notes field. Maybe I should write work notes like this. I don't know. Maybe. Let's see. And the input is the incident number. Oh, yeah, I have to be like this, I'm guessing. And the description. Large language model uses this information to try to slot fill the input value based on the short-term memory. If nothing is found, the system will ask the user. Yeah, it's gonna be just incident number. So it's going to understand this and translate it to this to use in the script. I'm not sure if I need work notes here, but I'm gonna mention it anyways. So it has like a memory of it, that I need this as input. It's not gonna need as input, but I'm using this as like part of my prompt. So even though I might not need this, I'm gonna place it here. I'm gonna learn after this if this is necessary. Who cares? Only string inputs are allowed. Return output objects where the keys in it are understandable by LLM. Okay. We'll call it the car data, GR. New glide. Oh, it's not car data. We're looking at the incident. So car incidents, GR. You thought I was gonna do var GR, didn't you? You know what? I'm my own boss. I don't care. Incident. So, of course, we are looking only for one. Oh yeah, you should use get. No, I'm not gonna use get. I'm gonna use the difficult way. I have reasons for this, but that's for another episode. And this is the inputs incident number, right? And then query. And if we find the incident, then work notes should be is this where I put the work notes? Update. Will this work? I don't know. Autonomous. Will this work? We'll find out. We don't have time to just think about things. We need to just do things. Now we have this. Oh yeah, we have this is supervised. Get the details. I don't want it to be. I'm gonna set it to autonomous. Go. Okay, save. And we're back. we're gonna try another one. Let's try making a new incident. I'm gonna go like this. Student. Oh, maybe it doesn't understand that this is the car registration number. Let's be more specific. So Abel is back. Some information. I need car data for car registration number EB11111. My car registration number is EB11111 and I require all details ASAP. Maybe that's fine. Email and save. We might get the bug again here. It's not a bug. Maybe it's... Oh, let's see what happens. As an IT service desk, we don't have the ability to provide car registration information. Okay, so this doesn't quite work yet. The trigger doesn't work. For some reason, we'll figure that out later. But we'll go back to the test. The use case for... that's not the incident number, is it? So if this works, then it's something with the trigger that we need to look at. But that's fine. We'll just try things out. Have fun. We need to have more fun in life. I think that's something we need more of in the ServiceNow community, is to stop being so serious, because ServiceNow as a platform is a serious thing, right? And the problems we try to solve for our customers are serious issues that provide enormous value for them. But we as people, if we're all the time being that serious, you know, you're gonna be sad. Sad people, depressed people. I think we should be more playful. I think learn through playing, you know, having fun. But this is not fun, is it? It's not doing anything. Why? Task start. It's not a button, no. Well, I'll give it a few seconds. We'll see what happens. Should work. Maybe my demo instance is slow. You know, we can be very philosophical about these things. Or, no, I'm not gonna guess. If this takes too long, we'll just, you know, refresh and try again. Sometimes there are bugs. There are bugs. Yeah, I'm gonna go back. Try the agent this time. Or the test. Try the agent directly, not the use case. Not sure if we can do that though. If we try the agent, do we need to give it a use case directly? And can we do the tick? I'm gonna refresh this page. I apologize. Oh, it's still running even though you refreshed it. That's cool. So there's an engine somehow. There's an engine doing this. Go back to the use case. Car detail agent still has the incident number. Let's start the test. Let's see. Oh yeah. So there was I don't know. It stopped for a second. The orchestrator is just saying that we need to use this agent and this is what we need to do. Why is it doing... Oh, there's one ongoing and one queued. That's how it works. I see. So when you run the test, or maybe in every case, the agents are just queuing these things and doing one and one. Ongoing. Scroll down. Output null. Oh, that's not good. Hello, thank you. This is an AI. We don't have. Oh, so this is when we create the incident, I think. Probably. Get details of the incident has been identified as the most appropriate tool for this task. Oops. Oh, there was split. So it does the communicator. It has been attempted multiple times. So the get details of incident tool has been attempted multiple times. Ah, you know what? That's not even my tool. I think I'm gonna, remove it. Maybe we don't need it even. Let's see. Let's go to the agent and let's just remove it for now. We might not need it, Here's the tools. To have full control. You know, sometimes you have to do everything yourself. It's just how it is. I'm gonna remove the get details. Like this. I'm gonna save. And now we're gonna test it again. Not sure if it's now queued again, but you know, let's just go. Let's see what happens. Car details lookup agent. So it knows which agent it's going to use because I told him. No. Oh, is asking for it in the test. That's fine. Let's do that. 11111. Go. See what happens down here. Yeah, so it works in the test. It still gets all the information here. And the output fields is the JSON. We already know. Oh, it just says success. Lovely. So it actually did something. Let's see if it... Oh, let's go back here. Let's see. Ah, here we go. So we have now a work note. The car registration number EB blah blah is an Audi e-tron first, and it does. And this is also great, right? So as you saw, the data was in Norwegian, but I didn't tell it to say this in Norwegian. So it's going to do it in English. And for my use case, that's perfect. Now I also see it translating. And it's equipped with ABS brakes, as we saw. This is awesome. If I wanted to, if this was a custom application, I could basically have fields and say, okay, so you get the brakes type and put it in this field. And we need the height of the car or dimensions, whatever, in this field. And it would actually positively, very successfully do that. So this is cool. All right, how much time did we spend on this one? As far as I know, we're about 37 minutes in. We set up an integration and the AI agent that talks to the API using this flow, and it's looking at the information, it translates it and puts it in the work notes. That's not bad. That's not bad. So the only thing that's left is to understand why it wasn't able to run the trigger directly. So this I know for a fact that is from the test we ran. This is from the trigger. It's just said it didn't understand it as an IT service desk. So what might also be the case is that it says AI now. It might be a different, because several people are making demos in this this instance now from my company, and it might be the case that someone else made a very generic agent, and that's the one who's triggering, and it believes that it can solve the case, but it can't. It's just a theory, but you know, just to make sure, we'll go back and make some adjustments to our agent, the use case. Let's go to the use case. Be more specific, maybe. Identify the incident requiring car details by looking for keywords in the short description, including a car registration number with the syntax XX0000, where X is alpha is a character between A to Z. Oops, why did it jump down? A to Z, and the zeros can be any number between 0 and 9. It keeps jumping down. And 9. I'm not sure if this is necessary or anything. I just want to try it out. This is also something that I think we should do all the time. We just overdo something and see if it happens, and then do something very minimalistic, see if that works. And maybe the answer is somewhere in between. But the thing is that at this point, I don't understand AI agents in ServiceNow well enough to know how detailed I have to be. And notice how I'm not using the documentation at this point. I'll do that later, actually. I want to try without reading. It's just how I do things. Retrieve car details to user. And we'll write it here to write a summary of the car details in work notes. I think that is also in the use case, but I'm not sure if I need to do it both ways, both places. Okay, this is the trigger. Created incident where active is true. Go. Save and test. Do it again. You know, good times, good times, good times. This is fun. Able tutor. Please get me my car details from registration number EB11111. I need you to do what I tell you. I don't think this matters. Who cares? Email is able tutor. That's it. Save. Yeah, it's doing the same thing. So I'm not sure if I can I tell it to use an agent? I don't think so. Use the car, what's it called? Get car details agent to get the information. It's not gonna work, you know. But it does trigger an update, so you know. Let's see. If this doesn't do anything, then I'm gonna stop the video here, figure it out, and make a new one later with, you know, part 2 of the understanding AI agents in ServiceNow. It's not doing much, but we know it works in the test, so this is probably a trigger issue, and I'm not gonna bother you with this. That's, you know, I need to go through the other agents and see if agents can take priority. If it believes that, or if a use case believes that it's going to work, if it then skips the other use case, you know, that might be the thing. I'm not sure, you know. All right, I'm gonna stop it there. This is my agent. This was my agent, my little first try making an integration use case. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.
It's ServiceNow Adventures with Anders. Let's learn together. Let's get silly.